Welcome to episode 3 of What's the Point? We've got Harry here with us. We've looked at Christmas, episode 2 we looked at prayer, and today we're looking at worship. And for you guys, you might think worship is something you do in assembly, you stand up at the front and you sing a hymn, or you might have been to church before and seen an organ being played and people singing hymns, or a band being played, people singing worship songs. And so Harry, who are you?
I am the worship and media pastor at Telford Minster.
Harry, our first question, how would you define worship?
You can't go far from the dictionary definition. If you look in the dictionary, it'll say something along the lines of to give worth to something. So whether that is God, or your brand new PlayStation, or your beloved football team, Liverpool, Manchester United, that kind of thing. It's to give worth to something, to say how great something is, basically.
A lot of people associate worship with singing in church. What is the point of singing in church?
What is the point of singing in church? I think for a lot of us, in especially the UK, it does feel a bit weird. And I say that as someone who it's my job to do it, is to sing in church. And I think it feels a bit weird because we don't actually sing together in the UK very often. I guess nursery rhymes at school when you're at nursery. Maybe if you were going to a gig, you sing along with the band, or again at a football game, singing the chants. They're probably the only experiences we have of singing together. So that's why I think it feels a bit weird for us in church. But the reason we sing together is it's the whole point of singing together. Actually, it's coming together and it's giving worth to God, saying how good God is, the amazing things He's done and He is doing and He will do. And let's be honest, I'd much rather sing that together with people than just stand there and kind of say it like this in a monotone voice. So I think that's probably why we do it, is actually it's part of that expression of people coming together for church and doing something together as community, and that's singing.
And as Christians, we look to the Bible, our holy book, for answers on a lot of the things that we do or the rules that are set out in there. Looking at the Bible, is worship or singing ever talked about?
Oh yes, it is talked about a lot. I think part of the reason we have singing and worship is from Israel, from the Jewish nation, and obviously Jesus was a Jew, and that's where Christianity comes from. It comes back to that. So if you get your Bible and open it roughly halfway, you'll come across the Psalms. King David of Israel, he wrote a load of those. He is like one of the first worship leaders, as it were. But throughout the Bible, when people see God do something amazing, often the response is they sung, how great is our God, or one of the ways that people in the Bible relate to God. As I said, they see Him do something good, they say, "You're amazing," and they sing.
You might have clicked on this video called Worship, heard about singing and thought to yourself, "Oh, I'm pretty rubbish at singing," or "I don't have the best singing voice." Does worship always have to do with singing?
One of the best stories I think of worship in the Bible is in John 4, which is the Gospel of John. And he tells a story of Jesus with a woman at a well in the middle of the day. Samaritan woman, she's at the well because she's been shunned by her community. And she asks, Jesus, if you're this prophet that they've said is going to come, I can't get to the temple. How does worship work? And Jesus says, actually, time is coming where you don't need to do it on the mountain, you don't need to do it in the temple. God's looking for true worshippers. And what He means by that is true worshippers who worship in spirit and truth. And it's just a big biblical way of saying people who inhabit worship rather than just singing. So people whose lives point towards God, I guess is the best way to explain it. So, maybe you are walking down the street, or you're talking to someone in a coffee shop and people go, "Oh, there's something different about you. What is it?" "Oh, I'm a follower of Jesus. I'm a Christian." They go, "Oh, yeah, I see it." Your life is pointed towards that actually it's nothing to do with singing worship. It's just that's the way we express it when we're together.
If you want to try church, come along. We are in Southwater Square when this video is being filmed. And so come try church, come and have a go at worshipping. And see if it's for you.
Bye.